That's going to be impacting us in the late week. Thursday, Friday is when we'll feel the greatest impact. So we're looking for heavy snow late Thursday, Friday, and into an early part of Saturday morning. But the bulk of it late Thursday, Friday. Now,
hey fam, welcome back. There's a storm on the way. I'm sure most of you have heard, especially if you're in the areas where it's supposed to get really bad now. And I believe this is your last chance before the snow and the freezing temperatures start to happen. To make sure you have extra food, especially shelf stable food, just in case there's power outages. Checking on your family, especially elderly family who cannot do these things for themselves. If you have not already, just in case you got to make a quick run, get them some food, or maybe they can possibly just come and stay with you until the storm is over. Cover them pipes, them exposed pipes if you have any, like in your basement, from freezing. Leave the water dripping. I made that mistake a few weeks ago and I forgot to leave my water dripping and my pipes had froze. We had to wait a while because the temperatures did wind up warming up a little bit. We had to wait a while, but it did come back on. Just a few other things we're going to go ahead and talk throughout the video. Prepare for this storm. Have extra blankets just in case there's power outages, Have extra water just in case there's power outages as well. Shelf stable food, a way to stay warm. Like I said, if you have elderly family, a family that can't really do much for themselves, it's a good idea to have them come with you, And if you do not prefer that, because not everyone would do that, at least go to their home and make sure that their home is good, before this storm. Let's see what's going on with this storm now. So there would be a Christmas week blizzard, and it could become a bomb cyclone, snarling holiday travelers in life-threatening conditions. So if you are traveling to any of them known areas, definitely I will put my life first and have to save that travel for another time. It's best to stay home and do not travel in these conditions. Most likely your flight will be delayed or canceled anyway. And driving well into Thursday, that can be very dangerous. So I will actually hold out on that as well. You guys be safe. The blizzard is expected to hit worse in Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, Kansas, Nebraska, and Missouri. So definitely those are the states there. But of course, the surrounding areas will still get the backlash of the storm, such as strong winds. So you can expect for power outages, cold air. So it's still not good. Even if you do not see the snow, you can expect to see and feel the freezing temperatures. So prepare your home. Close them cracks, them noticeable cracks that you can definitely notice. Close those. Make sure the windows are not cracked. Make sure, like I said, your pipes are not exposed to cold air. Be very, very, very careful with the space heaters, and they are known to cause house fires. If you are going to use the space saver heaters, just please keep an eye on them. Do not leave them in a room long term and not really looking at them, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. Keep it away from furniture. Keep it away from your curtains. Keep it off of the floor directly. Definitely be very careful when using any portable heaters, such as the space savers and things. It's not even portable because you do have to plug it in, right? But it's still like a portable. I don't know. Just be very careful when using those as heating options. So it says expect localized power outages, blow over risk for high profile vehicles, road closures, travel delays, damaging wind gusts. They have winds going from 50 to 60 miles per hour, 40 to 50 in some places at 80 miles per hour. So here's a look at some of the places that actually is going to have the strong wind advisory. such as Minneapolis, Chicago, St. Louis, Omaha, Rapid City, Aspen, Oklahoma City, Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, Jackson, Little Rock, San Antonio, Omaha, the falls up there. Definitely look out in your areas. Check your local weather. Most of these articles, I just read off some of the main places, but most of these articles are just saying, across the Midwest, and they're not really giving out all of the states. Here we go. Here's some more. I'll leave this here on the screen. This is where the snow would hit. So I definitely leave this on the screen here. Some places are expected to get up to 24 to 36 inches, 12 to 24, 6 to 12, 3 to 6, and 1 to 3. If you have pets, please bring your pets inside. Don't leave your pets outside. I think someone mentioned even if you don't want them directly in your house, just find an area that they can stay in. Maybe the bathroom if you don't have an extra part of your house, like a garage. Maybe you don't have that. Just find a way to keep your pets warm. And remember, when it comes down to the question is, why are you preparing? Why are you stockpiling food and supplies? Just why? It can be simple things like this. The storm maybe will last for a few days, but the effects of it can last up to 2 weeks as far as snow removal, as far as restoring power, and if you don't have first aid kits, food, water, and all of these things available in your house, how can you get out there to get the things, especially with the roads being dangerous to travel on? It's going to take a while to remove. It's at 24 to 36 or 27 or 36, whatever amount of inches of snow. It would take a while to remove so much snow. So definitely it's best to have these things on hand so it's less to worry about when a situation do occur, especially things like power outages, guys. Power outages. If you have a backup, like a generator or something like that, definitely you're doing something good. But if you do not, and you going out to the stores, please do not stock up on food that's going to go in a refrigerator or freezer. Do not. Please stock up on shelf stable foods. I did hear a good tip throughout the week. Like if you're expecting a whole lot of snow, or if you already have snow or cold temperatures, if you have the plastic gallon jugs, plastic jugs, whatever, get those jugs, fill those jugs halfway, not fully, halfway. This way they do not burst. And if you fill them halfway, what you can do is you can take those jugs, put them in a cooler, put them in your refrigerator, put them in your freezer, and guess what? It would keep your food cold. This way your items would not spoil you. So if you have the time now, go get you some jugs if you have any, jugs that's just sitting there. Go fill those water jugs up, juice jugs up, whatever it is that you actually have at this point. Fill them halfway. Remember, halfway. Do not fill them all the way up because they can burst. Fill them halfway and go sit them outside. This way, if your power do go out, you have a way to keep your food, cold, and it won't spoil you, and money is not wasted. So there's your tip for the day. Keep your children away from them space savers if you are going to be using them space saver heaters to kind of keep an extra warmth going in the house. Keep the children and the pets away from the space savers, please. I hear so many stories. So besides having, your first aid kits on hand, extra food, preferably shelf stable, medication and first aid kits on hand, of course, extra blankets, warm clothes, and things like that. Have that on hand. Leave your pipes, of course, dripping. Not your pipes, your faucets dripping, so your pipes do not freeze. We're going to pray not a lot of power outages. And if you're not expected snow, up until Thursday, Friday, Please expect freezing temperatures and high winds. Something is going on, so excuse my background. I don't know what's going on out here, but there's a lot of helicopters and they are surrounding the blocks. Let's just put it, well, they're surrounding the skies. It's definitely loud out here. Like I said, I'm not too sure what happened, but if you do hear it in my background, please just excuse it. I'm sure that you can definitely hear me. I'll go ahead and just put a little clip of what I actually was able to get. I don't know, maybe they're recording for the weather. I honestly don't know what's going on, or maybe something actually happened. You know, I live in them type of areas, but it is what it is. You guys stay safe out there. Please prepare the best way you can. Please don't forget about your family, especially your elderly family. At least call in and check in and make sure that they are good. And that is, you know what, pretty much it. Make sure you have everything that you need on hand. If you got to make a last minute trip and the snow have not hit you yet, now is the right time. One other thing to have on hand is cash. Keep cash on hands, because sometimes if certain stores did have a power outage, you know, sometimes they would be accepting cash only until their systems come back up. So keep cash on hand as well for now. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Shauna, and I'm checking out for Moments with Us. Please stay prepped, blessed, and safe. Be prepared as you can be if the storm is heading your way. I know here in New Jersey, we are expecting freezing temperatures. So I got a little bit more things to get done around the house. If you have to cover up your windows to keep your, you know, the warmth in, please do so. Someone else left a great tip in the comments is go to Dollar Tree and get the shower curtain liners. Those actually fit over your windows if you're on a budget, and they're only $1.25. You can tape those actually over your windows instead of spending like $14 on a window covering kits if you don't have it. Extra, you know, blankets under the doors if you have like the little gaps at the bottom of the doors. If you do not have the what do you call those things, the door covers, I don't know what you call them. It's something that goes at the bottom of the door to keep the warm in. If you don't have those, you know, blankets or towels, put those in those spaces as well, because you want to keep your house as warm as possible. That's pretty much it. Stay prepped, blessed, and safe. I know I can go on and on and on, but I really want you guys to be prepared as possible. Of course, if I missed anything, which I'm sure I did, the comments are always open. Make sure you guys go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. I'm officially checking out. Make sure you all stay beautiful, queens and kings, and be prepared as you can be. I'm out.